Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play the Thaumaturge Blind. I'm your host, Lasan Faye, and today we are pursuing fashion. Oh boy. Though, admittedly, we're not really being given much here. Guess that means I should probably return home. Maybe going to the soiree. That will help. Actually, hang on. Where? Didn't I already deal with this part? Okay, fine. I'll do the main quest for a bit. Don't make me regret this game. Alright, here we go.
Well, I don't know.
I see you went to a barber. That's something at least.
Recently I met a bearded guy who's not especially fussy about his appearance. And yes, people welcome him everywhere with open arms anyway.
Maybe he's a natural charmer. I've heard that can get you into the Imperial even without a tailcoat.
Very funny.
Are you getting dressed so we can go, or have you changed your plans?
No, I'm getting dressed.
Yes, let's go and see if I do fit in.
In that case, I'll go get changed too.
Alright. There we go.
Look at you. And here I worried I was the only one who looked good in trousers. Very chic choice.
No, you like your sister.
Thank you. You look fantastic.
Thank you. You think Papa would be mad that we're going to a party right after his funeral?
I hope so.
Wiktor.
He could have kept from losing the Black Grimoire. Are we ready?
Yes, the carriage is waiting.
Yeah. Alright.
Welcome to the Imperial Hotel. How may I help you?
Ligia Szulska, here on the invitation of Svetlana Rumiantseva.
Yes, we are expecting you, of course. The soiree is taking place in apartment 237, second floor. I wish you a thrilling and successful evening.
I'm impressed. How did you sort that out?
Our name still means something. Let's do our best to keep it that way, all right?
Oh boy. Oh, good.
Who are you, my golden slithering friend?
Wiktor? Wiktor. Wiktor! Can you hear me?
Yes, sorry.
Yes, of course.
These people are just waiting for us to put a foot wrong, understand? We're walking into the Viper's Den, brother.
Indeed. But we'll reassure you.
Everything's all right. I just got a little lost in thought. I'll be good, I promise. I'm going to hang around here a little longer. I'll meet you upstairs.
See you there.
All right. Let's go. A procession of slender legs, a review of colorful feathers and sweet voices. Unlike vaudeville dancers, these beauties make their lovers part with their fortunes unwittingly. Ah. Indeed. Okay. In the golden cage is an exotic bird watching me with its beady little black eyes. On the gold cage is a whisper of a woman who contemplated opening it. She was close to releasing the birds for a lark to watch the ensuing chaos, yet something stopped her. The birds are still in the cage. Okay, seance poster. The poster's surface radiates with the positive emotions of passersby who've laid eyes on the advertisement, such as curiosity about the mysterious psychic or excitement revealed by a quick heart rate. Apparently, Madame's seances are quite popular. Okay, there are people to talk to. Let's start with you, Sophia.
Well, well, someone new.
Good evening.
Good evening, Wiktor Szulski.
Irina Orlova of those Orlovs. This is Natalia Obolenskaya, and this strangely quiet soul is our delightful Sofia Skawan.
Irina is exaggerating. Nice to meet you, Mr. Szulski.
The Governor General's daughter herself. How do you do?
What can you tell us?
Sophia is this year's debutante and enjoys a lot of interest. She's a young socialite who relishes the attention she elicits.
I've heard a certain secret. Do you want to hear it?
Come now, we won't tell anyone.
Could tea. Yeah.
Or maybe I shouldn't.
Do you like being a tease?
A bit.
Forgive me, ladies, for teasing you like this. Here's the secret.
Come on, we're dying to know.
Someone was recently playing with a lock on one of the gilded cages, wondering what would happen if all the birds escaped captivity. And I know for certain it was one of you.
Sophia, that sounds like you. Admit it.
And now what will happen to us, Mr. Szulski?
Nothing. Oh.
In exchange for my discretion, I need another secret of yours. That's the only way to keep everyone in check.
What should I choose?
Our fathers don't know we're here. There you are.
How naughty. None of your fathers know?
None, especially not Sophia's. Otherwise, he wouldn't have let her come.
I'm very satisfied with this trade.
Maybe you'll tell us something about yourself.
How are you enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes, we're getting a lot of attention.
Really? And what now?
Yeah. Okay.
I
fine.
suspect you want to hear more about the book.
We've never met a Thaumaturgist before. To tell the truth, I didn't believe they existed.
A Thaumaturge. Don't worry. But now you do.
That trick with the cage. You've impressed me.
Alright. Cool.
I need to slip away for a moment.
We should go as well. We've really forgotten ourselves around you.
That's nice to hear, but I understand. The soiree won't wait.
I hear Rumyanseva has invited a real medium.
Will there be ghosts? That I'd like to see.
Alright. Oh. Fan. With a mother of pearl handle likely used predominantly to conceal the owner's cheeky grin. Okay, a classic social move, cheap but highly effective. The fan's owner dropped it with playful intent, with the purpose of drawing my attention. She won't be disappointed. Alright, gentleman, Sergei.
What did we come
guess.
here for? These soirees are for old people.
Good evening. May I?
Please, we're not discussing anything consequential.
You keep on worrying about yourselves. I intend to make the most of this evening.
See,
Yeah.
I told you he was in love. Miss Scowan is out of your league, my friend.
To say nothing of her father.
Okay, yeah, keep listening.
Old Scowan and I are practically on first-name terms now. You'll see.
I'm sure.
So, one eye-catching girl has already got an admirer. What does that leave us, Maxime?
Well,
Not
there's
much.
two more.
The dull, the silly, or, well, the old.
En parlant de Ligia Shulska, she just passed this way.
Pigs will fly before someone fancies her.
She'd actually prefer Sophia Scowan, according to what I've heard. Well, what do you think?
Oh boy. Sergei wants to impress his companions. He hopes they'll see him as a worthy candidate for Governor General Scowan's daughter. Sergei has plans regarding Sofia, but they're yet to be realized. Well,
My name is Wiktor Szulski.
Well, there we have it.
Ligia may be upset if we actually start a fight. Maybe this won't start one. So...
And I don't like what I just heard. Especially about my sister.
And, what are you going to do about it?
Not gonna fight them. I'm not gonna fight them.
Pardon me, gentlemen. I promised that I would be well behaved tonight.
Lunatic.
Indeed. But realize that probably I'm gonna screw over your chances with Sofia. Is there anything? Well, something happened. Guessing that will come later.
Mr. Szulski?
I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you to the Imperial?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm passing the time.
Ah, curious hobby.
I'm simply interested in people.
What a coincidence. So am I.
Do you know these circles well?
They're not hard to figure out. A gang of none-too-bright layabouts, chasing amusement after amusement after amusement.
Do you feel part of that gang?
I'm not one of them. And neither are you. Nor was your father.
So, who are you precisely?
Who are you, really?
Just someone who wants to enjoy himself at a party.
Okay.
If I may, there's one question niggling at me. How did you get so many scars?
Why do you ask?
I've heard that Russian officers in training have drunken duels with sabers after hours.
No. A very peculiar custom, if that's true.
So where did those scars come from?
I've led an interesting life.
Okay. And how did you
Who
know?
did you say you were to my father?
A trusted acquaintance. I supported him with good advice. Though truth be told, he rarely needed it. Your father had a gift for making good decisions.
Which of my father's decisions would those be?
Ones that were good for your family. Perhaps we'll have the chance to return to this another time. Goodbye, Mr. Shulsky.
Yes, I'm sure.
Alright, well. There, I stayed out of trouble. So my sister can't be too mad at me.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Alright, the seance table. The fabric of the tablecloth is permeated with weariness and nervousness. The emotions are fresh and clear. They've just traveled from Samira's fingertips as she held her palms there to avoid biting her nails from stress. Was it me who had that effect on her? Okay, that's the psychic's name. Ah! The lips that sipped champagne a moment ago kept uttering cutting words of contempt. Someone clearly regrets marrying the alleged idiot Louisa, but I doubt she is the idiot in this relationship. Okay. How did I miss? Okay. Row of candles, an image emerges from the flames, a hand dancing over the fire, a gaze that follows it, and lips uttering words of anxious excitement, a promise of capturing the certainty of success. You will be mine. Who is this about? Oh dear.
Maybe that's enough. What do you want?
Ah. Quickly judged words.
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't. Have you come here to torment me? Unmask me?
I don't see any fun in unmasking you.
So what do you want?
Madame Samira is not only a mysterious psychic, but also a thaumaturge. Aware of the wild Salvatore presence, she wants to capture him for herself, so she's not happy to have another thaumaturge around. She's clearly determined to get the Salvatore, which is why she's trying so hard to dissuade me from the hunt.
I think your idea of pretending to be a medium is fantastic.
It sounds like I impress you.
How many people know?
Is that a threat?
Your siren is quite impressive.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Madame, you're being impolite. What about a little competition? We'll see who wins.
I'll pass.
Alright, Samira's Thaumaturge looks impressive to say the least. Its siren matches her mysterious aura. Behind the mysterious guise of Madame Samira, there is a Thaumaturge accompanied by siren and as intriguing as herself. The role of a psychic allows Samira to freely frequent social gatherings that also lure the salutor she's chasing.
I noticed a wild salutor here. I understand your being here has something to do with him in particular.
Keep your nose out of this.
Why?
Because I'm warning you.
I'm probably going to have to remember to put the adult-only content on here because of her salutor.
What do you know about this salutor? Do you know its name?
Don't you?
A name doesn't tell us much anyway. All that matters is picking out the person in this crowd with the flaw.
I know perfectly well who carries the flaw. Another reason for you to stay out of it.
The person with the flaw attended the seance, right? So I'm on the right track.
Have you finished?
So should we finish up?
That would be best. And listen to me carefully, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Szulski, but you can call me Wiktor.
Now, Mr. Szulski, you will vanish like a bad dream, and I will get back to work.
Alright. Oh, good. Glad we had such a pleasant conversation. Okay. Some cognac. Discreet half words, meaningful half smiles, and sidelong glances from behind a fan. Merely appearances. The truth is that I found myself in a den of stakes. People must tread carefully here. Indeed. Alright, let's talk to you.
And the general says to him, "Tell us something funny." Then Bautski replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orloffs. Who might this be joining our conversation?
You know, sir, your face looks familiar to me.
My name is Wiktor Szulski.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time,
Well,
darling.
I wasn't,
Wonderful
apparently.
party. See you there.
I think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soiree?
Probably. Sure. 2.
I admit I'm getting reacquainted with the social scene.
You spent a long time traveling, didn't you?
Yes.
15 years. Over that time, I got used to harsher surroundings.
And believe me, drawing rooms can be just as dangerous as untamed steppes. You've met Anastasia and Marina. What about the others?
Sure.
I've already met several distinguished guests. Madame Samira definitely stands out.
She is exceptional, isn't she? Her presence is the crowning glory of the evening. Has anyone else caught your eye?
Ivan Konieczkin, for instance. Apparently, he knew my father.
How remarkable. I wasn't aware. Konieczkin is something of a secretive person. And have you yet had occasion to meet the debutants of the season?
Yep.
I'll be sure to seek them out.
This evening, Sofia Skowen herself is to grace us with her presence.
Well, well.
I suggest you move quickly. The competition is fierce.
Alright.
How is it, being part of the Tsar's court?
It is a blessing and a curse. Forgive me if I do not elaborate.
Fair. Alright.
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer.
But
I truly am sorry for you. Both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow. Please accept my condolences.
Svetlana Petrovna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Shulsky, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka. Besides that, I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's séance. It will be an unforgettable experience. I wonder, is that truly everything our soiree can offer you?
I've got no choice but to suffer through tonight.
No need to mince words.
Alright, so I've noticed something.
I felt something. Where is it?
Alright, so, her usually steady hands were shaking as her eyes followed the written words. He was watching her. She already knew that. But how dare he threaten her? Agitated, she threw the note in the furnace. Too bad she couldn't get rid of the stalker that easily. The remains contain the author's concern about Svetlana's condition, expressed in a seemingly kind-hearted tone. The message ends with a veiled threat, foreshadowing a desire to interfere. Okay, string of pearls, the affection and gratitude of one woman covered by the shame of another. Though an honest gift from the Tsarina, Svetlana feels guilty every time she sees it. Not on this side of the wall. Okay, the chest is kept at the ready. Svetlana's personal items were put into the chest and then removed, all due to her growing anxiety and uncertainty. Should she pack and leave? Again, a restless hand closes the empty chest and decides to keep waiting. Okay, silk pillows. Stanislav. The fabric carries a memory of yearning for lightheartedness, passion, and a sense of security. Two people found solace in each other. Here, two people, Svetlana and my father. The silk remembers. It remembers the tentative planning, the recurrent doubts, the peaceful sense that everything was as it should be, and other chaotic thoughts caused by passionate intoxication that I'd rather not know. Yep. Oh yeah, I have your fan. Or no, not yours. I have someone's fan. Solidified wax carries the memory of honest grief mixed with fear. However, those emotions were quickly concealed with well-practiced composure. This candle is the best farewell to the deceased that Svetlana can afford. No wonder Svetlana was reluctant to talk if she's afraid of someone watching her closely. Maybe if that someone knows a lot about her, and maybe even her pent-up desire to escape, Besides, she had an affair with my father. Maybe I can make her confide in me. Then I'll ask her about what I came here for, the Black Grimoire. I see. Now she's taken a walk outside. We shall confront Svetlana next time. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this episode. And in the meantime, in between time, take care, have fun, and happy trails.